The next step is to warp your loom. You're going to measure out 4 arm lengths of warp thread. I'll show you what that means myself. And then you're going to start warping. So once you measure out those 4 arm lengths, you're going to take the tail and slide it in the first notch that you cut and leave, you know, maybe a 2-inch tail on the back. And so you're going to go from one end across to the other end and slide it in the notch. And then you're going to flip it over to the other side. And the way I like to do this is I like to hold the short piece of the tail with my finger, slide it in the notch, and then pull, but you might find another way. You do want to make sure this is nice and tight, okay? That then brings you back to the front side. So you'll see I'm right here. I'm going to go across. So you'll notice I'm going to have parallel pieces of warp on the front side, and on the back I'm going to have just little loops. So again, I like to hold it with my nail, slide in the notch, and then pull. So that's where I started, that's my tail, and now I have the loops. The loop will skip every other, so you'll see as I continue to fill up, it's going to be loop, no loop, loop, no loop. You want to make sure you pull it tight enough so the warp's not loose, but not so tight that it bends your loom. So now right here, slide it in. Okay. You just keep warping it, so the back there you can start to see how the loops are forming every other one. And on the front, if you accidentally go like that, so you have one stray piece, you just have to undo it and continue making the loops on that back side. Okay? It takes some practice, but you'll be able to do it no problem. And so when you're done looping everything, you're going to, remember, hold it down, pull. There you can see the loops again. When you're done, you're going to tape the tails in place on the back, which I will show you in just a second. So there we see again all the loops on this side, all the loops on this side, every other. I'm going to trim. I'm just going to check my work. I have no loop, loop, no loop, loop, no loop, loop, all the way over, and then my tail. I'm going to take a piece of tape and tape this one down, and another piece of tape and tape this one down, and then on the piece of tape you'll write your name. Okay, and then your loom is warped, and we will start weaving next week.